morning. So in the previous classes, we've discussed a lot of concepts in project management. So like we've discussed about what project management is, what is project charter, scope and everything. So today we'll discuss about a case study that will give you an understanding of all these concepts in practice. So this case is one of the classic cases in project management, and it is about Denver International Airport. So it was in the early 1990s that the ruling party of Denver decided they wanted to construct an airport there. But there was already one airport in the country by name Stapleton Airport, and they wanted to replace it with Denver. They started off with an ambition that this airport has to be fully automated. They wanted to come up with a fully automated baggage control system. They wanted to reduce the pain of customers who would go stand in a queue to collect their baggage after the flight. So what we see in today's airport, the conveyor system that delivers all the baggages, was first ideated for the Denver airport. So this particular airport was planned to be constructed for that reason. They wanted to bring it in a fully automated setup. They wanted to reduce the cost and time that is involved. They wanted to make the airport more efficient in functionality. So as they decided to construct the airport, in the first, they started off like they're going to come up with an automated system only for United Airlines. As a trial, they decided to come up with an automation only for United Airlines. But then, as the project started, they all of a sudden decided to expand it across all the airlines that are going to operate inside the airport. So this became a problem. Secondly, they had a very short span of time that was fixed to complete the project. Like the project was started in the late 1990s, but they decided that they wanted to open the airport in the 1993 spring. Like that was in the early 1990s. So 2 years for such a big project was a very less time. So they were not able to finish it on time, and they had to do it in a lower quality. They had to compromise on a few technical areas and stuff. Also, at that point of time, the amount of technical complexity that they took was also very high. Because automation, robotics, barcode, RFID, nothing was existing then. Like it was all not very prominent, but this airport construction people, they decided that they're going to implement all that, and they did not foresee any risks that are going to come up. They did not bother about the climatic conditions. They did not plan for all this. In the Madri Nariya Vishamil Panambudu, the construction of airport itself became a problem. The project, which once started as a very ambitious project, a very big project that is going to revolutionize the airport industry, ended up becoming a very clumsy project. It ended up like it was very poorly constructed. The technology wasn't used properly. There was a lot of budget getting involved. Nothing in the project happened like it was planned. So a project that started as an ambition ended up as a project which will become a lesson to all the aspiring projects. So now we'll start discussing about this project in detail, and I want you all to give me inputs about what lessons you learned from this project. So can somebody tell me like what are the project goals here? What are the key goals of this project?
So they decided to come up with the automation process and efficiency and cost control.
So the primary goals, like Anusha said, are automation. They wanted to automate because they wanted to improve the efficiency, and they wanted to automate because they wanted to reduce all the time and cost that is getting involved. So it was with these goals that this project was started. Who were the key stakeholders involved? People of Denver. Boeing Aircraft, because it was the Boeing company that took the construction of this project. The subcontractors in the likes of BAE Motors and stuff. Then the government, the ruling government in Denver, the mayor and the other political leaders of Denver.
The airlines who are going to
Exactly. The airlines who are going to use the airport for their transit. So they are all the stakeholders. What are all the major mistakes that the construction industry faced here?
The lack of communication.
Okay. There was a lack of communication between the stakeholders. Great. The leadership there wasn't sound. Communication. There was no time management.
the factors that doesn't concern with this project.
They did not take a lot of factors into consideration, like the risks involved, the political situations that are existing. So several practical factors weren't taken into consideration. One major mistake that happened here, overestimating their potential. Did they not deviate from the scope statement? What do we call it when a project deviates from its scope? We already have a fixed scope statement for the project, And when we deviate from the scope, what is it called? Like say in this scenario, they wanted to have an automation system only for United, but then they expanded it to all other airlines, and this is called a scope creep. So there was a scope creep in the project. This led to all the other problems that are coming. So what are the key lessons that you learn out of this case?
The plan that concerns with the scope does belong to the scope manager.
Okay, so the scope has to be fixed. We cannot take liberty on the scope. We cannot change the scope of the create. What about time, cost, efficiency, risk and all? Is there any lesson that you learned in that area? Should there be effective time management?
It's not less
Then?
cost. So that has to be concerned with the ongoing projects.
So the budget that has been planned, we have to try to stick on to the budget. We have to try not to pull it apart in a very huge manner. Anything more? We have to identify all the risks and come up with mitigation strategies even before we start the project. What about communicating with the stakeholders? Should we communicate all the changes that are happening? Had these people communicated the changes to the stakeholders, do you think the project would have been successful?
Maybe.
So, there has to be proper communication, proper leadership, proper time management, cost management, risk management. We shouldn't deviate from the project statement. And the project has to be feasible and set inside our limit. So, I hope this case study would have given you a basic understanding of project management principles. Did it? Thank you.
Thank you.